Welcome to the kingdom of molars, where everyone has pearly white teeth and smiles are as sparkly and numerous as the stars in the sky. It's a fun place to live if you have a sparkly smile. One day, while Prince Molar was playing a rousing game of Don't Step on the Plague Bugs, he came across a mysterious message in a bottle. He pulled it from the ground with a look of shock on his face. "Oh, my molars, this doesn't look good," he said aloud. As the other princes and princesses all took turns reading the note, their faces fell. It read, "Attention, citizens of the kingdom of molars. This is Cavity King. Surrender your sparkly smiles or face the consequences." The young royals looked at each other nervously. They had heard stories about the terrible villains known as the Cavity Gang. They hid in dark places and used their sticky tarantulas and sugar bugs to make cavities. If the Cavity Gang got their hands on them, they would be in big trouble. Just then, Tina the Toothbrush zoomed through the air, landing right in front of the group. "What's going on?" she asked. "The Cavity Gang is attacking," cried Princess Bicuspid. "They want our sparkly smiles." "Don't worry," said Tina the Toothbrush. "I will defend you. But first, let's go see how bad the damage is." Sure enough, when they arrived back at the kingdom, the citizens were in terrible shape. Some of them had lost their sparkle completely and were feeling pretty glum. Others were trying their best to brush off the sticky tarantulas that clung to their teeth. And as for the sugar bugs, well, they were everywhere. "I feel so yucky," said a small child, wiping tears from her eyes. "I tried brushing, but those nasty sugar bugs just kept coming back." "I know what we need to do," Tina the Toothbrush said with a determined gleam in her eye. "We need to brush every tooth and scrub every surface until they're sparkly clean. Only then will we defeat the Cavity Gang." So Tina the Toothbrush helped everyone give their teeth the old wax suck. She even used her tongue as a scrubber to reach those hard-to-get places. After a while, all the teeth looked shiny and white, and the sugar bugs and tarantulas nowhere inside. "You did it!" jeered Prince Molar. "Our teeth are safe again." "Hooray!" sang the other children. "Let's brush those blues away." But suddenly, the ground began to shake and a booming voice echoed throughout the land. "Foolish mortals, you cannot defeat me, Cavity King," the voice boomed. "Your enamel is no match for my super strength." From behind a nearby tree, the gang watched as a giant head popped over the hill. Cavity King was huge. His smile was filled with dark, jagged cavities, and his breath smelled like rotten eggs. "Well, I guess it's time for a little tooth-to-tooth action," said Tina the Toothbrush. Flexing her bristles, Cavity King charged forward, swinging his arms wildly. He smashed into a molar, sending it sailing through the air. Tina the Toothbrush quickly nabbed it before it hit the ground and popped it back into the mouth. "Ho!" gasped the citizen. "I didn't know I had such strong teeth." "That's the spirit," shouted Tina the Toothbrush. "Now let's get out of here before he takes another jump." She led the group of molars to a nearby cave, which happened to be the home of some friendly bacteria. "Hey guys," called out Tina the Toothbrush. "Can we hide in here? We're being attacked by a giant villain with terrible breath." "Of course," replied one of the bacteria. "It's kind of noisy in here anyway." He led them past rows upon rows of helpful microbes hard at work making yummy foods and cleaning teeth. Soon they found themselves in a large cavern filled with sparkling water. "What a relief," sighed Princess Bicuspid. Maybe we could even fill a few water bottles and take them back with us. My throat is really dry. And just then, the bacteria leader cleared his throat. Actually, those are kombucha bottles, not water bottles. And we don't mind if you fill them up. In fact, I insist. Our kombucha is the secret to restoring your sparkly smiles. Really? Asked Tina the toothbrush. How does it work? Well, you see, we're just normal bacteria who love eating sugar, explained the bacteria leader. When you humans eat sugar, we eat sugar. And then we burp. And those burps, he lowered his voice to a conspiratorial whisper, are full of probiotics. Probiotics that can neutralize even the stickiest tarantulas and sugary cravings. Count me in, said Prince Molar. This sounds like a great plan. Soon, everyone was chugging down gallons of kombucha, giggling and feeling great. The more kombucha they drank, the more their teeth sparkled and the better they felt. Meanwhile, outside the cave, Cavity King was getting impatient. Where are those molars? I wanted to demolish them long ago, he grumbled. His sidekick, Lucy the Worm, slithered closer. Don't worry, boss, he said in a soothing voice. They'll be out here soon, and once they do, you can turn them into cavity cupcakes. Suddenly, the cave entrance exploded into a shower of sparks, and out stepped Tina the toothbrush. And all the citizens of the kingdom of molars, their teeth were gleaming, their smiles were bright, and they were ready to fight. Hooray! They all shouted. Let's brush those blues away. Cavity King recoiled in horror. No, this isn't possible. Your smile should be weak and damaged, he stammered. Well, we had a little help from our new friends, said Tina the toothbrush. And with their help, we're gonna protect our smiles and prevent cavities. Oh, yeah, sneered Cavity King. Well, you're gonna regret that decision because now I'm really mad. He lunged forward and opened his mouth wide, but Tina the toothbrush was prepared. She swooped in and gave his mouth a vigorous brush. All the Cavity Gang members cringed and covered their eyes. It was the worst scrubbing of their lives. It's no use, said Lucy the Worm. I surrender. Me too, squeaked a little sugar bug. I'd rather live in a toothpaste commercial than deal with this anymore. And just like that, the whole gang surrendered. They dropped their weapons and gave up immediately. Great job, everyone, said Tina the toothbrush. The kingdom of molars is safe once again. The rest of the day was filled with games, food, and more kombucha. Tina the toothbrush even got a chance to relax and enjoy the sunshine. As evening fell and the party wound down, the citizens of the kingdom of molars all gathered around Tina the toothbrush. Thank you for saving us, they said. You truly are a sparkly smile superhero. Not so fast, said Tina the toothbrush. I didn't save you. You saved yourselves. All I did was help you remember how to care for your teeth. Well, that's not true, argued Princess Bicuspid. You always know just what to do, Tina the toothbrush. We couldn't have done it without you. And with that, they all started to chant, Tina, Tina, sparkling and clean, we love our hero. Tina the toothbrush blushed at all the attention, but secretly she was very pleased with herself. She knew that she had made a real difference in the lives of these people. And that was all the reward she needed. The end.